Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Tyler from Valve News Network, and today I'm going to be talking about all the unused and unreleased content for Left 4 Dead. Here we go. So to get things started, I'm first going to talk about how Left 4 Dead came to be. Left 4 Dead started development in mid-2005 under the game company Turtle Rock. Now, Turtle Rock Studios had worked with Valve in many different projects in the past, such as Half-Life Opposing Force multiplayer maps and Half-Life 2 Deathmatch multiplayer maps. But when Valve heard that Turtle Rock was working on an innovative new co-op, story-based game, they had a lot of interest in it. Valve had worked on trying to meld the cooperative and single-player game before, and this idea that Turtle Rock had was great. So Valve eventually bought out Turtle Rock Studios and took on the development of Left 4 Dead. Now, during the development of Left 4 Dead, the original name given to the project was Terror Strike, or just Terror for short. Now, the survivors through the development of the game pretty much just stayed Bill, Francis, Lewis, and Zoe, but the designs of those survivors changed drastically throughout the development period. The most notable changes of the survivors is that Bill had a different colored hoodie, a dog tag, a vest, longer beard and hair, and black gloves. Francis had long black hair with a beard and appeared to be a bit overweight. Francis also wore a denim vest. Lewis originally had short curly hair, a beard, a bandage on his forehead, a brown jacket, and a yellow undershirt. Zoe went through the most changes through development, however, as she originally had longer hair, a pink hoodie, gloves, brown shoes, pink and white socks, and she also appeared to be in her mid-20s, whereas the final design made Zoe look more like she was in her late teens. Now, the designs of the special infected also changed throughout development. For example, the boomer was originally only to cause damage to player while it exploded, and when the boomer bio was originally added, it was red. It should also be known that the original boomer texture was much paler with white skin. The hunter's original ability was to turn invisible, and he could also regenerate health. This was taken out as it was very unbalanced and very difficult to be able to defeat the hunter. There is also an unused upside-down hunter animation, and the original design of the hunter was a dark blue hoodie with tanner skin and a beard. The smoker was originally supposed to sneak up on the survivors in a cloud of smoke and pop out. The smoker was originally supposed to be able to release black smoke, and the smoke would damage the player, same as the spitter's spit. The smoker's tongue would pull the person much faster, but the survivors could shoot while being pulled, and the smoker's tongue was not originally supposed to lift up the survivors. It should also be known that there was an unused special infected called the Screamer. It never really got out of the concept phase, but there is an unused concept art available on the internet, and the sound originally intended for the Screamer eventually went to the hunter. The campaigns themselves also have many different changes throughout the entire development of the game. For example, in No Mercy, there is an unused chopper pilot file that told the survivors to be able to go over to the top of the hospital. The apartment safe house in No Mercy was originally supposed to be a clothing store, and the apartments was originally a hotel. Also, in the sewers, the players had to get to the roof through a gas station, not an elevator. In Death Toll, the bridge on the turnpike was originally supposed to explode seconds before it could be used. Originally, the chapter titles were The Caves, The Drainage, The Ranch House, The Main Street, and The Boathouse. And a houseboat was originally supposed to be on the Boathouse finale. For Dead Air, the hidden map tutorial_standards was originally supposed to be part of the entire campaign. Instead, this map is an untextured tutorial map that was never actually used, but still left in the files of Left 4 Dead. And for Blood Harvest, the original names of the chapters were the Hilltop, the Train Tunnel, the Bridge, the Barn, and the Cornfield. Other cut content includes the Hell Hog, which was seen in concept art and was probably going to be included in Blood Harvest. The Meat Wall, which was probably another special infected and was also only seen through concept art. And many of you probably know about the zombie dog sounds. Well, there was never actually a zombie dog included in the game, but instead, the dog sound effects were originally supposed to be intended for the hunter. Other small changes within the game over the course of the development include that weapons originally had no flashlights, and also weapons had two separate animations, one for when the clip was empty, and one for when the clip still had ammo. The empty reload animation actually took longer. There were also supposed to be many different weapon upgrades that were unused. Most importantly was laser sights, which was later put into Left 4 Dead 2. Originally, doors could be locked to be able to keep the infected away from the survivors. This was changed when breakable doors were introduced into the game. Originally, the campaign titles themselves were different. They were Dead End, Drive-In Hell, Ghost Cities, Line of Life, and Dead March. Originally, the health kit was a hard box with a handle and not a backpack-like material. This can still be seen in the final version of the HUD, as the health kit still appears to be a box with a handle. Originally, the entire game was supposed to be vertical versus mode, as anybody could join in as a special infected in the entire game. And also the player would be able to pick the special infected that they wanted to play. And while the player was waiting to respawn as a special infected, they could play as a common infected. And throughout the entire game's development, the HUD changed many times, and there are actually early HUD images still left in the game's files. There is also an early shotgun ammo counter that is seen within the files, and also players were originally supposed to be able to drag teammates when they were down. The last thing I will talk about is Valve, after the game's release, talked about the intro animation and the development it went through, and they also posted early versions of the entire animation. It's very interesting to check out, and you're watching it right now, but if you want to see the entire thing, go check it out on my second channel, Valve News Extra. Anyways, that was all your unused and unreleased content for Left 4 Dead. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button, rate, comment, favorite, subscribe, do all that stuff. If you want to see a stream that I'm going to be doing of Left 4 Dead, or just any live streams that I do lots of different Valve-related live streams, including a Half-Life 2 beta live stream, really good one. Go check out my second channel, Valve News Extra. I like it. It's pretty good. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. I love you all. Thanks for watching. I'm Tyler McVicker. This is Valve News Network. Adios.